What's going on, everybody? ODC, that's me here, and I'm here with my Terminator Genisys.
For years,
and
the makers of Windex have been trying to convince you that making glass spotless and clear is good.
It's a good way to start a video.
This is not true.
I like it.
In
Why?
fact, it is not a good thing to have so many...
Okay, out of here. That's a good way to start a video right there. This is my review of the Terminator Genisys and Jurassic World review. I'm doing these both together because I originally planned to do my Jurassic World review, and then other stuff happened, and I got busy and stuff. Anyway, so I'm gonna talk about Jurassic World. I'm gonna try and remember as much as possible. Holy cow! This like water I just opened is like filled to the brim. Okay, so I spilled it all over. So first I'm going to talk about Jurassic World because I saw it like a couple weeks ago, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Hold on, let me shut this door. Shut this door. I should have done this ahead of time. There we go. Okay. So, talking about Jurassic World, because you guys don't know how I feel about it. I actually shot a review, but I didn't like the way it went, so I just figured why not just do a live review. Wow. So my overall thoughts on Jurassic World, and then I'll get to the reasons. My overall rating for Jurassic World was a 6 out of 10, and that was me being nice. A lot of people love that movie for some reason. I get, there's nostalgia that the franchise is back and stuff like that. But this is like the furthest thing from the original. Even the second one was better than Jurassic World. And I know there's a lot of cute little shiny things to look at in this movie, but overall, story-wise, it was just poorly done. The characters are poorly done. I found no redeeming qualities in really any character to latch onto. And I can go from top to bottom. I'll just start with the two kids. The youngest kid it just seems like he's not scared of anything, and he's not taking anything seriously as a character himself. I didn't think he's a very good actor, to be honest with you. None of the characters really took anything seriously except for Christopher Pratt's character. He's really the only, I guess, redeeming character in the story that was believable, I suppose. And even he was doing corny one-liners and stuff like that, like sexual innuendos and references and stuff like that. And it was just like, yeah, you don't have to do that. Save that for Guardians of the Galaxy. Don't do it in this movie. But I don't know. And talking about the kids, getting back to the kids should just never been in this movie. There's just no reason for it. But I understand the masses need to have kids. You got to have the kid factor in there. The kids were in the first one. You got to put them in the last one, or however many they're going to do. I have no idea. At this point, to me, it's like you're beating a dead horse. That's why I'm, and there's a lot of reasons why I gave this a 6 out of 10. Now, I actually wanted to give it a 5 out of 10. But, yeah, I don't know. I wasn't expecting it to live up to the original, but I was expecting it to be fun and have jump scares and all the stuff that the original had. That feeling of fear, I never sensed that with this movie. It was just kind of like, okay, that happened. Okay, that happened. And then there's like ridiculous things that happen, and but I'll get to that in a second. But back to talking about the kids, because I do go off on tangents, and I apologize. But talking about the kids, the older brother is just a piece of shit. The whole movie, he doesn't want to leave home because of his girlfriend. And then when he goes to the island, he's like hitting on other girls in one scene. And then the next scene, he's pining over his girlfriend that he misses, and staring at pictures of her on his phone. And then the next scene, they're going on that bubble ride, and they're he's hitting on girls again. And then the little brother cock blocks the older brother, and then it's like, you're a piece of shit, dude. Like, you either are in love with your girlfriend or you're going to cheat on her. Pick one and stick with it. So I don't know. That character just doesn't appeal to me. I don't know. So goodbye. He could have died in the movie, and it wouldn't have mattered to me. The little kid just doesn't take anything seriously. He's like, oh, like they're getting attacked by velociraptors towards the end of the movie, and this truck that they're being chased by velociraptors, and this like armored truck. And at the end, the kid goes, "Oh, I can't wait to tell mom that story." Like, no, motherfucker, there are velociraptors and dinosaurs trying to kill you. That is not something I would be shitting my pants, literally shitting my pants if a fucking velociraptor was chasing me, trying to eat me. So I don't know. It just doesn't seem believable. Neither of those characters could have been in the movie. It would have made the movie better, I think. Next is the female character, Claire. Oh my God, the worst character in the film. Hands down, the worst character in the film. Zero redeeming qualities. I could have cared less if she died. There was the little bit of a love story they tried to do between Claire and Christopher Pratt's character. I forgot his name. Like I said, I've seen the movie once, and I'm trying to remember everything. But the little bit of a love story like didn't even feel natural. It felt forced, and then it I don't know. It was just really awkward. Her character was awkward. She was very like corporate and all about the money and the best what's best for business. If you're a wrestling fan, you know what I'm talking about. What's best for business, and it just didn't seem natural for that actress or the character itself. It just seemed like it was forced. And on top of that, she like transitioned from not giving a shit about the kids, and then all of a sudden like giving a shit about the kids. Like, pick one. It's either you don't give a shit or you give a shit. Why do you care? And like half the movie, you don't even see the kids anyway. You're like trying to find them, and then all of a sudden when you find them, you care now for some reason. And on top of that, through the whole goddamn movie of being chased by everything, she's running in high heels the entire movie. She doesn't take them off. She doesn't go get changed. She doesn't fucking put on pants. She's running around in a fucking dress and stilettos the whole time. It makes no sense. It's just like the attention to detail was not thought through in this movie. It wasn't. I just don't get it. So they dropped the ball on those three characters. So the three of the main characters are already shitheads, and I could care less about them. Christopher Pratt is probably the only character that you could possibly have some sort of connection with, just because they kind of explain who he is and he has a backstory. I'm not going to go into the whole story and thing because I don't want this video to be forever or take forever. I'd be forever. What's wrong with me? Take forever for me to explain everything. I don't want to be on here for an hour talking about just Jurassic World because I want to get on to Terminator Genisys. But overall, yeah, like going back to Christopher Pratt, I mean, they give him a little bit of a backstory. He's like this velociraptor guru. He like trained these velociraptors from as babies or baby velociraptors, and basically trained them since they were born. And they sort of listen to him, but then sort of don't at the same time. So it's a very strange relationship. It's like a very like it's like the velociraptors kind of respect him, but then don't. They kind of listen to him in a way. I don't know. It's really weird. So, and the other character, his partner, the African-American, I'm going to try and find out what his name was because I don't want to look like a damn fool. He was actually pretty cool. That whole movie could have been about him and just the other character. I'm going to find out that guy's name because I really don't want to sound like a moron. But back to, it's a very strange relationship between Christopher Pratt and the Velociraptors. Omar Sy. I don't want to say his name wrong, so I apologize if I did. But I'll just call him Omar because that's his actual real name. And then you have the guy from Law and Order: Criminal Intent, I think. He was in Full Metal Jacket. Vincent something, I can't remember his name. Anyway, but Vincent is from like what's the hell's the name of that? My God, I can't think of anything. I'm like drawing a blank right now. This always happens when I want to do a video. But yeah, I mean, the whole movie could have been about just Christopher Pratt and Omar, and it would have been a better movie. Like him training the Velociraptors, and then all of a sudden they're behind their back. They're like, the Jurassic World made this thing, and it gets out, and these two guys have to use their raptors to chase after the what the hell is it called? The Indominus Rex. That would have been a better movie, and just get rid of the woman, get rid of the kids, and it would have been a better movie in my eyes. The other problem with the story, and I want to go back to the story because I want to focus on the story right now, is the fact that they talk about they have this huge vault full of lethal weapons. It was like we have a whole vault full of lethal weapons and stuff, and it's like, so you're just not going to use those. You're going to reference them and then not use them. So basically, they use like non-lethal weapons the entire movie, while dinosaurs are murdering people, which makes absolutely no sense at all. Well, we don't want to kill the pterodactyls that are fucking murdering people. This movie is just, it's not that good. If you're gonna watch it on Blu-ray, I'd save the money and go watch it on Blu-ray, or just watch it for free. If you can get it for free, watch it for free. I mean, there is a fun factor to this movie if you can just sit back and not have to like pay attention to what people are saying, which is pretty much the Claire character and the two kids. Whenever they open up their mouths, they sound like morons. I don't know. Give me a Jurassic Park that's rated R. I think that's what I need at this point. I think I just need a Jurassic Park that's rated R. But there's other plot points that are just messed up. Like they don't really. Come on, stupid. Oh boy, here we go. It's gonna do it. There's other plot points that just don't work. Like her running through like I said, her running through there, or why there's these bubbles that people use. Like how are those safe? And then they also say that the bubbles are indestructible. And one of the oddest, one of the strangest cameos I've ever seen from Jimmy Fallon in a movie. It's like they just decided to throw him in for the sake of throwing him into the movie. He's like explaining the bubbles and stuff like that. And then I'm like, okay, he's explaining that the bubbles are indestructible, and then the Indominus Rex basically just destroys the bubble with no problem in like 2 seconds. And you could totally tell that they used the references from the first movie. They couldn't even be original about it. Like you could totally tell, like when the Indominus Rex has his mouth on the bubble, it's like the total scene from the first one where the T-Rex is like trying to eat the kids through the car, and they're pushing up the window glass like, oh no, save me. It's just, it gets to that point with that. So I don't know. It would have been nice if they were a little bit original with their ideas instead of biting off the other movie. But I mean, I guess that's kind of a natural thing that's going to happen if you have 4 movies from the same franchise. It's just bound to happen. It's gonna. But so I guess I can forgive some of that. But I mean, for saying that the bubbles were indestructible and then them being destroyed in 2 seconds didn't make sense to me. So I don't know. Like I said, the story. I don't know. The other problem I had was at the end where Claire goes. They're like the kids are sitting there and they're getting attacked by the Indominus Rex, and one kid goes, "We need more teeth. We need more teeth." And I'm like, "The fuck is this kid talking about? Need more teeth?" And then all of a sudden Claire's like, "Oh, I know what to do." Running, sprinting, and heels the whole way. She goes and unlocks the T-Rex. Okay, now. I know at this point of the movie, it's towards the end of the movie, and you want a big boss battle. It's cool. Trust me, the boss battle between the T-Rex and the Indominus Rex it's fun to watch, but the logic behind it makes no sense. She goes and unlocks the T-Rex. The T-Rex comes out, okay? And she's got a flare in her hand. And she's standing there, staring at the T-Rex. It's like, bitch, you better run, because he is going to eat you, and then run away the other way. So she's like trying to lure him out, and she's just standing there in front of the T-Rex, and then starts running. Now, keep in mind, a T-Rex can run up to 35, I believe in the first movie they said 35 to, 30 miles an hour to 35 miles an hour. I don't know. Something around 30 mile an hour range. So she's running, and apparently she is the fastest person in the entire world at this point, especially with heels on at this point. She is bolting with a flare in her hand, okay? Okay? Now, keep in mind, in the first movie, the T-Rex caught up to Malcolm and almost ate him. She is running in heels. A woman is running in heels with a T-Rex, okay? Throws the flare and keeps running. And the T-Rex chases the flare and not the piece of meat that's running this way. He chases the flare. Now, I know T-Rexes weren't the smartest animals in the world, and I know they have poor eyesight, but I know they explained it in the first movie that their vision is based on movement. So, if you have a piece of meat running this way and you have a fucking flare running that way, what are you going to chase if you're an animal? Now, instincts kick in, and you know what's not a piece of meat and what's a piece of meat, okay? Wouldn't you go chase her instead of the flare that went that way? Because I would. I don't know. Just makes sense to me. I don't know. She should have been eaten by the damn T-Rex before she even got the T-Rex into the vicinity of the Indominus Rex. The T-Rex kind of gets its ass kicked, and then there's a Velociraptor attacking it. And they like end up like they both kind of get their ass kicked for a little while by the Indominus Rex, and then it's like near the water, and I called it. I was like, but just before it even got near the water, I called it, and I went to my fiance. I was like, that big dinosaur is going to kill it. I can't remember the name of the big water dinosaur, but it like jumps out and eats the shark. I'm like, that big dinosaur is going to eat the Indominus Rex. She's like, you think? And then sure enough, 30 seconds later, jumps right out of the water and eats the Indominus Rex and pulls it underwater and drowns it. So it's just this movie's kind of predictable, and the ending's kind of cheesy with the T-Rex, roaring on top of the HQ. I don't know. It just wasn't my cup of tea. So definitely 6 out of 10, and I would pass on it. I didn't get in, like I said, I didn't get to everything. I put some spoilers in there. I really want to more talk about Terminator because for a couple reasons, but I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I don't know. Just I wouldn't waste the money to go see it, especially in 3D. If you really want to go see it in standard and just call it a day. Just don't waste your money. And I think a Regal Cinemas, if a Regal is in your area, every Tuesday they have $5 movies. I think it's like half price, or yeah, it's like $5 movies every Tuesday. So if you're if you do have a local Regal in your area, definitely go there. Check it out. So talking about, I'm done talking about Jurassic World. Didn't like it. Trying to think of anything else to talk about Jurassic World. So yeah, I don't know. If you guys have any more questions, if you're like, oh, hey, you forgot about this, what do you think about this? Let me know in the comments, and I'll answer you right back. But on to Terminator Genisys, the real reason why I kind of wanted to do this. I know that was like a half-assed review, but it's just what I thought of it. What I will say, actually, in closing, what I will say about Jurassic World, the CG was great. The world that they showed was beautifully done, and there is a fun factor to watching the movie. So, but story-wise, character-wise, okay, so now on to Terminator Genisys. I'm done talking about that. I promise. Terminator Genisys, the movie that everyone is shitting on. Okay, why? I don't know. This movie is not that bad. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 26%. 26%. The viewers gave it, 70% of the viewers liked the movie. Okay, So if 70% of the viewers like the movie and it got a 26% from the Rotten Tomatoes, I don't know, something's wrong there. Either people that are reviewing it aren't watching the movie, and they just watch the trailer, which you could kind of get away watching the trailer and understanding what the hell happens in the movie. There are huge spoilers in the trailer, so do not watch trailers. I don't watch trailers. I have given up watching trailers. I don't watch them because too many movies have been ruined for me, including comedies. Comedies, especially. Every fucking trailer for a comedy has all the funny moments in it. And I don't watch trailers anymore. I will not. I'll admit, I did watch the Batman vs. Superman teaser trailer. I don't mind teaser trailers because they're not long enough for you to ruin anything, really. They don't give you enough to ruin anything. So I'll watch a teaser trailer, but a full-length trailer, no. I haven't watched a Star Wars trailer, no. None of that. So going on back to Terminator Genisys, it does not deserve a 26%. What people are saying about this movie is just not warranted. It's a solid 8 out of 10. And last night when I came back from the movie, I was talking to I was on my Rogues chat with Rob's Rogues, Olivia, Chapman Films, Stu Murray, and Olivia Automatica. Sorry, I don't know why. Maybe I said your name twice. I can't remember. I'm having a off day. It's like Thursday's my Friday because I have off tomorrow. Anyway, so I was talking to them and I was like, 7.5 out of 10. And then I had time to think about it and I was like, it deserves an 8. It really does. This movie is a solid 8. I would say it's a solid 8. Why are so many people shitting on? I have no idea. Maybe people like Terminator 3 better in this movie. Makes me wonder about people, but maybe they like Terminator 3 better. I thought Terminator 3 was like a fucking 6 out of 10. Okay? Terminator Salvation, a 5 out of 10. Just wasn't that good. The only redeeming quality about Terminator Salvation is that Christian Bale was in it. And that's it. And didn't seem like his heart was really in that movie anyway. But back to Terminator Genisys, I thought it was a solid 8 out of 10. I thought the original Terminator was a 9 out of 10. I thought Terminator 2, 10 out of 10. This movie, 8 out of 10. And I think that's warranted. If you just watch Terminator 1, 2, and then Terminator Genisys, it makes sense. It makes sense. Even though, and there are spoilers in this, I did title this video as spoilers. Even though there are pieces in this movie that basically 86 Terminator 1 and 2, it wasn't that bad. It really wasn't that bad. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. Hold on, I gotta check my phone real quick. Tell your mama invitations came. Okay. Wedding stuff. Anyway, but this movie's not that bad. Is it perfect like I just said? No, it's not perfect. It's not Terminator 1 or 2, but it's not supposed to be. Okay? I thought the girl, I guess it's Daenerys Targaryen. I can't click on anything because my other pages are having a conniption fit right now. Okay. The girl, I guess it's Daenerys Targaryen. To be honest with you, I have not watched Game of Thrones, and I know everybody's gonna be like, "What? You don't watch Game of Thrones?" I haven't watched it yet. I don't know anything about it, so I know she plays Daenerys Targaryen. She did a really good job as Sarah Connor. A really good job.